The xenobiology lecture hall fell silent as Instructor Vexton raised his crystalline arm, bioluminescent patterns flickering across his translucent skin. His species, the Kytherian, had evolved on a peaceful garden world where conflict was resolved through pheromone exchanges and harmonic vibrations. Violence was not just foreign to them, it was physiologically impossible. Until today. The human specimen demonstrates remarkable adaptability, Vexton announced to his class of 37 galactic species, his voice resonating through the universal translator. Despite originating from what the Galactic Council classifies as a Class X Deathworld, they claim to be civilized. A ripple of nervous clicks and chirps echoed through the amphitheater. Everyone knew about Terra, the nightmare planet where everything from the weather to the wildlife actively tried to kill its inhabitants. The fact that humans had not only survived but thrived there defied all xenobiological models. Maya Rodriguez sat in the front row, her dark eyes fixed on the Instructor with predatory focus. She was the only human in the Galactic University's xenobiology program, a testament to her species' recent admission to the interstellar community. Her homeworld's reputation preceded her everywhere she went. Humans evolved alongside megafauna that could crush starships, Vexton continued, his tone growing more condescending. Yet they insist they are capable of higher learning, of peaceful coexistence with superior species. Maya's jaw tightened, but she remained still. She had heard this lecture 1,000 times, from 1,000 different alien mouths. Their bone density is triple that of most spacefaring races. Their muscle fibers contain enough explosive force to shatter Colonian ceramics. Their adrenal system can triple their physical capabilities in seconds. Vexton's bioluminescent patches pulsed with what his species considered amusement. They are, quite literally, walking weapons pretending to be scholars. The class buzzed with nervous energy. Several students shifted away from Maya, their various appendages twitching with ancestral fear responses. Perhaps, Vexton said, approaching Maya's desk with calculated steps, a demonstration would prove illuminating. Before Maya could react, the Instructor's crystalline hand struck out, catching her across the cheek with enough force to snap the neck of most species. The sound echoed through the lecture hall like a gunshot. Maya's head turned with the blow, a red mark blooming across her skin. Then, slowly, she turned back to face her Instructor. 30 seconds passed in absolute silence. Vexton's bioluminescent patterns began to shift, first to confusion, then to something approaching terror. His crystalline skin was changing, hairline fractures appearing along his striking arm. The peaceful Kytherian physiology was rejecting the violent act on a cellular level. I cannot. Vexton stammered, staring at his fragmenting limb in horror. This is impossible. My species cannot commit violence. The genetic modifications our ancestors made. Maya stood slowly, her movements fluid and controlled. There was no anger in her expression, no rage, just the calm assessment of a predator evaluating potential threat. You hit me, she said quietly, her voice carrying clearly through the silent hall. On my world, that's called a mistake. The Instructor's arm continued to crystallize and crack, his body's autonomic system shutting down in response to the aggressive act. His breathing became labored, his luminescent patterns flickering erratically. The fascinating thing about Deathworld evolution, Maya continued, stepping closer to the failing alien, isn't just that we survived everything trying to kill us. It's that we learned to survive each other. Vexton collapsed to his knees, his fractured arm beginning to crumble. The class watched in stunned silence as their Instructor, a being from a species that had eliminated violence from their very DNA, experienced system-wide organ failure from a single act of aggression. Class dismissed, Maya announced, looking around the amphitheater at the terrified faces of her classmates. I think today's lesson is complete. As the students fled in panic, Maya knelt beside her dying Instructor. For what it's worth, she whispered, I would have helped you understand. Violence isn't what makes us dangerous, it's what we choose not to do with it that should scare you. Vexton's bioluminescent patterns faded to black as Maya walked calmly from the lecture hall, leaving behind a classroom forever changed by a 30-second encounter with true Deathworld evolution.